Shalom, shalom. I want to start off this lesson by giving all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to all the Akim and all the hopeful elect out there. This lesson is going to be going into the ICBMs, the Intercontinental ballistic missiles, that are going to play a big role into the downfall of Babylon, aka America, and these same weapons will be used for judgment. First precept is Isaiah 54:16, and it reads, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." So the Lord has created these instruments of war. The Lord has given the knowledge to these wicked Edomites to create this weapon, to create this ICBM. And this same instrument of war is going to be the same weapon that will destroy them, that will take them out. It'll become their own stumbling block, And so that's what it goes into. It talks about created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord is in control of everything, from top to bottom. Job 20:24, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." And that bow of steel is a reference to the missiles. And these missiles are going to strike America. Psalm 7:13, "He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors." So the Lord is the one who is going to use these same weapons that these Edomites and all these other nations, they have them to go to war with each other. But it's these same weapons are going to be the ones to take them out. That and Yahweh Shai and his chariots. And the Lord has ordaineth. It's his will. So it's going to happen, and it's going to take down the wicked, the persecutors, the ones that have came up against Jerusalem. These same weapons of war are going to be it's going to be their judgment. Jeremiah 50:14, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon. Round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her." So these arrows, all these different nations, The ones that are going to go to war against America, they're going to shoot their missiles at America. Bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh. So no ICBMs will be left after this day. They will all be used up, and most of them will be used up to be shot at America, Babylon the Great, because America has sinned against the Lord. They push different philosophies. They're adulterers. They're murderers. They've been junking off that wine. So for that, the Lord is going to judge this place, and He's going to judge this place using the chariots of fire, chariots of the Lord, and also He's going to judge this place with the ICBM. Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is upon all nations. So all these other nations are going to catch it. All these other nations are going to feel that fierce anger that Yahweh Shai has been, that has bottled up this whole time. He's going to take revenge, and He's going to pour out His fury upon all these nations and their armies. So the Lord is read that again. Isaiah 34:2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and His fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. So He is gonna just do away with all these armies of the other nations. Just gonna slaughter them, take them out. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. So just bodies on top of bodies, bloodshed all over, and it's going to be, all this bloodshed will be from the chariots of the Lord, the laser beams, and also the fire that is going to come with these ICBMs when they drop on America the Great, Babylon the Great. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, and the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. So that the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll is reference to when the bombs hit, and that big cloud that it forms as it goes up into the heavens is like onto a scroll. So for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So that Idumea was referring to Edom, referring to these Edomites. So he's gonna come down on them with great wrath. He's not holding back. His fierce anger is gonna be poured out. Straight fire. Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall be removed out of her place. And yeah, these different continents and islands and different countries all over the globe, the ones that get hit from these missiles, there's gonna be so many missiles being dropped all over that it's going to shake the whole earth, like a massive earthquake. The earth shall be removed out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yoshai of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So, he's not coming back, all happy and like how the Christians love to portray him, and he's coming back to save everyone. He's coming back for peace. No, he's coming back with his fierce anger. He's pissed off. He's been waiting on the day that, it's like that big bully in school, that bullies you every day, because you're small and whatnot. And then you might see that years might go past, and you grow up and you get a little bigger, and now you're bigger than the bully, and now you can kick that bully's ass. So that's how Yahweh Shai is coming back. When he was on the earth, he was of a lamb. He had all that power, but he took that beating. He paid for the sins of Israel. And he was that sacrifice. He never got a chance to. Yes, the Lord passes, judgment every day, but he physically hasn't been back to take revenge out. So when he comes back for that big bully Esau Edom, he's coming to stomp them, take them out of their misery and for all the wickedness that they have done to his people. Malachi 4:1. For the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stumbled, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yoshai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as a oven is once again referring back to the ICBMs, being dropped and burning up this place, and also the chariots, the fire and the laser beams that are going to come from these chariots. Second Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but in long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So, like in the days of Noah, when the flood came and no one expected it, is how the Lord is going to come back, like a thief in the night. The only ones that that it won't catch off guard is the hopeful elect, because we stand watch, we look to the prophecies, we know the time that is to come. But to the rest of the world that has no clue on what the hell's going on, it's going to come as a surprise to them. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall burn up. So, the place will burn up. Heat. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So, how are you gonna be saved in this day? Looking for the hasting unto the coming day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So that the day of the Lord, the day of anger, the day of His anger. This place will melt with fervent heat. Just the way, and it refers as an oven, because this place will be on fire like an oven, complete fire. Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. So all these other nations that have came up against Jerusalem, that have came up against the people of Israel, and this goes back to you so-called, blacks and natives and Latinos, all those ones that have come up against us, and especially, us hopeful elect that are still here, that are trying to do the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And that's going into that fire that's going to be felt from the nuclear blast and the nuclear destruction that is going to be going off everywhere. The Lord is gonna pass judgment upon all these other damn nations that have come up against us, and they're going to feel that judgment in that day. They're going to be in that lake of fire. They're going to feel that heat. They want to talk about reparations. Nah, man. We don't want that. We want them to feel that heat. That same shit that we have to go through as a people. The Lord is going to smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All of them. Not just some, all of them. They're all going to feel it. And just like in that movie, Terminator 2, when Sarah O'Connor is having that vision and she's standing at the fence and the nuclear blasts go off and her flesh basically melts away from her bones. That's how it's going to be in that day. But everything is going to be melted away. The bones won't even be intact. They'll be dust. Just like that, like in a blink of an eye, just gone. Just completely gone and melted. That's that serious heat, and you don't want to feel that heat. So in order to not feel that heat, you have to, turn away from your old ways and follow the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Call upon the correct names. Follow His commandments. Try live in righteousness. I'll be a part of this wicked society. Jeremiah 4 and 7, the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. The destroyer of Gentiles is going to be Yahushai, you know? He's on his way. He's coming back very, very soon. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without any inhabitant. So America is not going to be inhabited again after this day. It's going to be a complete desert, a complete wasteland. You know, nothing. No one will live there. No one will live there because that land is greatly polluted, and Yahushua is going to come and cleanse that land with pure fire. He's going to destroy it. Isaiah 13 and 18. Their bows shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms and the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So just the way when the Lord brought fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah because of all the wickedness they were doing over there, it's the same way he's going to bring that fire upon America. Babylon the Great. They are the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah because of the different philosophies and practices they have, and the false worship of false gods and false idols, and just everything that they push, all the wickedness. They completely have turned everything upside down, and that's why the Lord is going to do away with them like the way he did away with Sodom and Gomorrah. Isaiah 13 verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So nothing will inhabit that land again. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. The owls shall dwell there, and the strays shall dance there. So nothing but wild beasts are going to walk about in different type of, who knows, type of creatures that are going to be there. But it is going to be just complete wasteland and a complete desert. Verse 22, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So their time is coming. Their time is coming. The last piece I want to get is 2nd Esdras 16, starting at verse 12. The earth quaking, and the foundations thereof, the sea arise up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Verse 13, for strong is his right hand, and bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp. So those bows, once again, Esdras is seeing this vision, he's seeing this different reality, and he's referring to the bows, he's referring to the ICBMs as bows. and they are sharp. So when you see the front of a missile, it has that pointed edge, or some might have more of a rounded edge. And shoot are sharp, and he shall not miss. So they will not miss. They're these ICBMs, these nuclear weapons. They're going to hit their target wherever Yahweh Shai wants these missiles to hit. Best believe they're gonna hit from one side of the earth to the other. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it is consumed the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot off a mighty archer rendereth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So you can just imagine what Esdras is seeing right now, just complete chaos, missiles going to and fro, just shaking the whole earth, fire everywhere, and he's crying out like, say, who's gonna save me in those days? Who's gonna save me in those days? And that's just how the hopeful elect out here are crying unto Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai and putting in that work now in this grace period, because we don't want to feel that fire. We don't want to be caught up in that fierce anger. We don't want to be caught up in that judgment. From Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai. We want to be saved. We pray that the Lord will have mercy upon us in that day. So we have to, take heed to this word and keep pushing, not fall into that hour of temptation, because you don't want to feel that heat. But for those who don't pay attention to this truth, who turn their backs on the Lord, who just don't give a shit, they want to enjoy this life, then they're the ones that are gonna feel this fire. That's gonna be in their script, that that they're gonna be judged by that way. But as ones that have faith in Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua, Lord willing, we will be saved from this great day, and we'll be in those chariots looking down. So it's going to conclude this lesson. I want to end it by giving all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai B'Ashem Makar and a double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and to all the fellow Akim out there pushing this truth. And shalom to all the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.